Hello, and welcome to the San Francisco Community Clinic Consortium External Clinic Resources SharePoint training. I'm your host, Bea Sanchez. I'm the Director of Workforce Development for the consortium, and thank you for your time today. Topics we will cover in this training are an introduction to External Clinic Resources SharePoint site, how to get started, an overview of the Clinic Resources SharePoint site. So let's begin. So the purpose of creating the External Resources SharePoint site was to have a web-based platform to store, organize, and share and access and edit information related to COVID-19 resources with the clinics. And if you have been getting the agendas on the Monday and Wednesday COVID-19 calls, you will be invited to the SharePoint site. If you need any additional staff from your clinic to be invited to get access to the SharePoint site, you will need to contact IT Director Jonathan Howell at the consortia, and I will get his information at the end of this slide. There is a shared clinic supply tracker you have all asked, and we have delivered. There is a Excel document that everyone has access to once they get access to the SharePoint site, where they can actually advertise any supplies, extra supplies that they may have and are willing to share with the clinics. And I'll talk more about that later in this training. So how do you get started? So those emails have been sent to Jonathan, and he will send you an invite. So, and what that means is, when I say send you an invite, you'll actually get an email from Jonathan. And what that looks like is this right over here. So Jonathan has invited me to the SFCCC organization. I'm going to click on this email, and you will get this image right here. You're going to click Get Started, and it will actually take you to this page here. Please note, if you actually have a previous Microsoft account, it may ask you to log in as that email address. If you forget your password to that email account, you could just hit forget password and reset it. Otherwise, if you've never logged into a Microsoft account, you will need to create a new account. So, for example, my email is sfccrocks2720@gmail.com. I need to create an account. So you will click Next. I will need to create a password for my new account, so I will create that here. So I'm going to get the code. I'm going to go back to my email, and I should have gotten a new email to get the code. And there it is, Microsoft account, verify your email address. Click on that. This is the code. So you're going to take that code, 8203. Your code may be different, so make sure to check your email account. So I'm going to go here, 8203, click Next. Oh, lots of security features. After I did that, that actually takes me to this reviewing permissions, letting SFCCC know that you are signing in and becoming part of the SharePoint site. You're going to hit Accept, which takes you to this landing page right here. So this is not the actual site just yet. This is just a landing page. You will need to actually click this icon here. And now you are officially in the External Clinic's SharePoint site. So I want to go over what the layout looks like, what things are here. So first off, there is a news section. This is where an SFCCC designated person or myself will add any news to share with all of the clinics. This could be time-sensitive information that we'll post it out here. The next thing is on this panel here, there's some COVID-19 links for you, links to the World Health Organization, the CDC, the State Health Department, CPCA, and the San Francisco Department of Health. And we're working on getting more of resources links over here. So the two things I really want to show you are the Shared Clinic Supply Tracker. This is actually embedded in the homepage for your convenience, so you can actually see it here. you can actually edit it on here as well. I want to scroll down. This is the documents, and I will go over that in just a minute. And this is where all the shared documents that we have been sharing with all of you, or if you've sent to us, we've been sharing this through our agenda Wednesday, Friday calls, as well as the weekly Friday situation report. So first off, I want to go over the resources, then I will go to the clinic supply tracker. So you can access the documents either down here, or you can actually click documents here, which, as you can see, they're categorized in many, many ways. So all the clinics and, all of the calls and webinars are actually on here. So our internal COVID-19 SFCCC calls, Monday, Wednesday, Friday calls, agendas are here with notes, webinars from CPCA, the health department, San Francisco Health Department outpatient clinic summaries are here as well. I'm going to go back one. Just go to documents here. So now I'm back here. I click documents. So I'm just back to the beginning part of the folders. If you're looking for more of guidance documents, that was guidance documents from the health department, state health department, or other agencies, CPCA, you can click over here in guidance documents, and actually it lays out all the folders that all the topics that we've talked about, and have the different guidance documents on here. We go back one. If you're looking for supplies and resource requests that you've had before, it's under supplies over here. Note that the shared clinic supply tracker is also here as well, in addition to the home page. So I'm going to move forward and talk about the shared clinic supply tracker. So you can either click on here under supplies, or I'm actually going to go back to the home page, because to show you how easy it is to actually edit this information when you access the clinic resources. So in order to edit the shared clinic supply tracker sheet, you're actually going to see this bar right over here. The one you want to click on, the icon is the one to the far right to open the full-size workbook. So I want to start out first. It's going to say read only. You need to edit the workbook. Please note, multiple users that have access to the external clinic resources SharePoint site can actually edit this document in real time. So I'm going to go over the instructions. So just general guidelines. Each clinic is responsible for editing their own sheet/tab. Every clinic, it's in alphabetical order, has their own tab/sheet, and it keeps going. Just click on this 3-dot button to keep going, and same with going back up here. Each clinic must list a point of contact, email, or a phone number for other clinics to contact if they want a specific supply. So I'm going to, for example, go to BART. Please make sure every clinic, you need to update this on your own sheet. So clinic contact, you can list someone on here. So you just have to edit this. And that's the person that other clinics can contact for any supplies that you are willing to share. Next, clinics who are requesting supplies must contact that specific clinic with the available supplies directly. So for example, if I was Native American and I see that BART had N95 masks size large and they're available to give away 50. So what I would do is contact BART, their contact person, directly, whoever that person is, and ask if I can have it. If BART says, yes, you can, BART has to log in here and say that I have 50 N95 large masks. It was given this afternoon, and I did this as an example, so I'm going to edit this. It was given to Native American. So you're going to write that here. And then the organization's contact. So that is someone's email address that you would have from Native American. If there is an item that is not in the drop-down menu. So actually to get to these, you just hit this drop-down menu and it has the different supplies. If there's something that your clinic is willing to give away but is not on here, you can actually click this inventory list and add it down here. Our goal is to keep the items as consistent as possible to make tracking across clinics more efficient. So let's just try to keep a small number of supplies on that inventory list. Again, for your reference, here are the instructions for how to list available supplies and also how to request available supplies. And to get back to the Clinic Resources homepage, you can either just go back one tab or you can actually click this button right over here. See, now we are back. So the last thing I want to share is that second email that I mentioned. You will also get a second email from Jonathan, and it will say, hello, you've been added to the group. So this is after you access the SharePoint site. And this is the actual direct link that you can actually put in your internet browser. I highly encourage you to save or favorite this site so you have it in easy access. Please keep this email for future reference in case that you forget how to access the SharePoint site. So that I feel like we've covered all the topics on here. I want to say thank you for your time and your attention today. If you have any questions about the SharePoint access questions, or you need to get another person to have access to your, for your clinic to the SharePoint site, please contact Jonathan. If you have any questions about this SharePoint site and the Shared Clinic Supply Tracker, please contact me, Bea Sanchez. That's my email information on here. And thank you for doing everything that you're doing. We appreciate you, and please let us know at the consortia how we can best support you.